Let's do it.
Welcome to Fish and Snacks, the podcast that teaches you all about what's going on in sports, in life, and in Hollywood. And now, how about a nice round of applause for Eric Fish Snyder and Brad Snacks Grunberg.
Hey, what's up, man? What are you doing?
Good, man. I just trying to fight. I think I'm not gonna be. I don't want to be a pisser here. I think I've been to the doctor more this year than I've been my whole life.
Man.
And they keep telling me one thing: you're gonna live.
That's good. That's always good. You come out
That's
of
a good
there
thing.
with those words. Yeah.
Brad, today we've talked about on many episodes, and welcome everyone to Fish and Snacks. I believe this is episode number 4, right? Wow, a month of this guy. And Brad had a great career he ran the Hollywood Tropicana for 14 years. Well, we've got a guy on today, a buddy of mine I've known for 18 years. He used to be a salesman for Budweiser. Hey, man, you need extra Bud Light? Then he got into the valet business. If you watch the movie Casino, you saw how lucrative that could be. But he's a valet at one of the top gentleman clubs in Las Vegas, Sapphires, and he deals with all kinds of celebrities and all kinds of Lamborghinis and all kinds of rich Teslas and cars. So I'm going to bring him in, my bro, Josh Wheeler. Give it up for Josh Wheeler, everybody.
Josh Wheeler, everybody. Yeah, there he is. What's up, Josh?
Cheers.
I love it. He's already having a beer. It's the middle of the afternoon.
Good.
There's a little bit here. I'm on a big podcast with you guys, man.
Oh, man. Where'd you find this character, Fish?
Look at him, man. He's a great looking guy. I told you in the intro, he was my Bud representative when I was managing a steakhouse. And then I didn't see him for a couple of years. We've known each other, and all of a sudden he rolls in and goes, "Hey, man, I'm parking cars," which I said could be very lucrative at Sapphires. So that ups his level in my book, because I know the quality of the women that go in there and the quality of the clientele. And the one thing you have in common with Brad, and you guys could extrapolate on this, is you both have worked in the adult business for many years.
Hey, Josh, do you know what extrapolate means?
Years, bro. That's half my life. Just turned 40. You know what I mean? That means a lot to me. Appreciate the nice intro too. But Brad, been in the industry. I watched some of your stuff once as we met and stuff like that. You met some cool people, driven some cool people around. The industry's cool. Don't want to talk about everything like that too much, but I parked the $3 million car all the way to the $1,500 Nissan Sentra that fell apart. So been doing it my whole life. Strippers for like 8 years. I parked strippers' cars, man, and that was cool. That was fun. But then I graduated to where I could park the customers' cars up front. I get to greet people every single day. I get to watch people come in, park the best cars in the world. Again, like I said, I'm not name dropping anybody, but my job is good. I've only got to work 3 days a week for the last 16 years of my life, man. I can't complain. Things are well. The last name, see it on there. It has a little bit of a reputation around this town. You know what I mean? We're born and raised here. My father was a high school athlete here in Vegas. My brother and me too. So if there's going to be some people on this podcast that recognize who we are. That's for sure.
Cool. They won't recognize me, but they'll know if you you, of course.
This is a big podcast over here.
I got an idea.
What's up, buddy?
The weirdest thing that you have seen in one of the cars that you park? People leave their shit in the car. What have you seen? What do you see?
When I was doing the stripper's car one time, there was this one girl. I swear she probably lived out of it, but you couldn't even see the floorboard to the top of the seat, just covered in fucking makeup, beer cans, stripper laundry clothes. And if I wiped my finger across the dashboard, I could have fucking used it. Probably it was like inch thick of dust. The chick was the dirtiest girl I ever seen in my life. But if you saw her inside the club, you wouldn't fucking think that.
Oh,
the way she lives, there's no way different to the way they present themselves. They are actresses. They entertain. They're entertainers. We'll just say that, and they do a good job at it. The place I work, I've witnessed it. I married one, so they know.
Wow,
but
now we're talking, baby. Now we're talking.
That lasted a solid 10 years. I'm on the market again now, Shaq. So be careful out there, buddy.
Oh, Wow, 10 years, and now you're back in the game. Wow, I like
Still at
that.
the strip club, with all due respect, but I'm out, man. I'm out that first relationship that lasted a decade, and my relationship with him has been twice as long. So cheers to that.
There
Do
you
you have
go.
any kids?
Take a shot for us, buddy.
Yeah, you got any kids, Josh? You got any kids?
Yeah, man, that's actually, I'm glad you brought that up because I was going to bring it up eventually if you didn't. I mentioned the last name and I mentioned us being athletes around this town. My kid, I got an 10-year-old daughter. She's a 3-time All-Star ready for softball. I gave her a bat at 3 years old, dude, and she just took off.
Oh.
She's playing travel ball already. Cost me an arm and a leg. It's a good thing the job don't suck, I guess, right? But yeah, man, I got to take her to Lake Tahoe next weekend. She's already been out of town 5 times this year. I was her coach for the first couple of years. When she graduated up a little bit, the coaching becomes a little more intense, and I work the weekends. I couldn't be there for all the tournaments because they travel and things like that. But I'm out there with her every day. We got pitching lessons once a week, practice 3 days a week. She's a rock star, bro. She wears my number. She wears my name with pride. It's right there on the screen. Her last name and our number. So very proud. Yes, sir.
Daddy's little girl, right, Fish?
Yeah,
So
Josh, I have a problem with, you're around beautiful women all the time, and you
Yes,
said you married one, and you have to keep your composure. Come on,
yeah.
tell Fish and Snacks, because Brad got hit on a lot, and look at him. You must get all these girls all over you all the time, and
I mean,
You know what?
I kept the stories kind of PG-13 so far, but if you guys want me to tell you some stories, we can do that.
PG-13. You just can't use certain words because I don't want to go into Facebook or YouTube,
All right, well, I'm not
jail.
going to do
So
that. But before I met my wife, I will just say I tore my ACL my meniscus and bruised my ACL, so I couldn't do valet. So I was in a position where I was just driving these girls home when they got out of work. It was before Uber. They didn't like taking taxis. They already knew who I was, so these girls would just pay me to drive them home, and it was like a dream job, dude. So I would basically be the dick between a drunk stripper and a ride home to their bed, dude. And my name's on the Hall of Fame of the Sapphire. I'm just gonna say that. But there was also a couple really memorable ones.
we're gonna get your picture in back of Brad's head right now if you keep telling stories like that.
I don't know if it belongs there, but I'll work my way. I've been putting in some work.
Brad, Josh is a high school legend here as a baseball player. He is, I played at Centennial. He's a native of Las Vegas, so he just hit 40 years old. He remembers when Shucks was dirt, and he was a great baseball player in his town. And tell us about that, because that had to be, when you're a great athlete like that and you get all that adulation. You obviously you didn't you didn't make the pros, but do you regret anything you could have done differently to maybe make the pros?
Well, yeah, there's definitely a couple things because, like you said, in high school, superstar, fucking front page of the newspaper. When I signed with CSN, it was the year after they had just won the national championship. So they had the best recruiting class in the country for JUCO. And they took about 12 of the top 17 players here in Vegas, wrote a big, huge article about us, threw my face on the cover of it, wrote about how I had an injury-plagued junior year, but as the first person to sign out at Centennial High School. It was a big deal. Went and played for CSN for a couple of years, but biggest regret was not leaving town. I stayed at home and I lived at home where I could still get in trouble. I could still come and, I still live with my parents. Shit. So that was my biggest mistake. I should have left to a dorm room at least or just left town. So because I got too comfortable here, people that I knew in high school were still around. And my first wife I met in high school, and she was part of the reason why I didn't leave town. Also, best recruited class in the country. They just won the national championship, dude. And at Centennial, I went there as a freshman the very first year. They opened in 1999, and I was a freshman starting on varsity, leading off, and I did it for 4 years. I led off every single game except one in 4 years.
Josh, what is CNN? What is that college? What is that?
CSN is the local community college here in Vegas, College of Southern Nevada. When I went to it, it was called CCSN. Community College of Southern Nevada, but they've changed it. The Coyotes are very prevalent. Bryce Harper went there. A couple other guys out of Vegas went there. So it's a big school. They're very prevalent in the community college industry, and they still are. They had some good coaches and a lot of talent for a lot of years. I don't know exactly what they got going on right now, but there's some good things that came out of that school. That's for sure.
That's great, man. God, what a life you've had. You said your first wife. How many times you've been married?
I know, man. It sucks because I'm 40. I'm already on number 2, and they both lasted exactly 10 years, bro. It's kind of weird.
My God. Fish, you hear this guy? Two stories.
Deadline. The time
Oh my goodness.
No, I'm just kidding. But hey, you know what? I'm not saying I get bored or anything like that. The first one was a beautiful high school sweetheart. Things were awesome. Just grew apart. We were started as kids and we went different directions. But this one, the most recent one, no complaints again, brother. Just different goals in life, aspirations. We actually had like 5 miscarriages and a stillborn, not trying to bring things down, but that kind of tore us apart a little bit. So about 5 years ago, we tried to fight through it. Going forward, let's bring up some other cool shit though.
Absolutely.
What are you up to right now, Snacks?
I'm sorry?
What's going on? You driving people around? What are you doing these days right now?
Who, me? I take care of my parents. My dad is 93 and my mom is 84.
Well, congratulations.
Very lonely guy. I'm still a virgin.
I don't believe you're a liar.
I'm not good looking like you, Josh. By the way, I want to ask you this question. It's very interesting. You're back now single again, right? You're back in the game. Is that a little weird, strange? Is that, or is
just
that
gonna I want to leave some of the details out. I have had some fun in the meantime. And there's people that are in my life that want to be in it even more. Don't get me wrong, but I got to be a little patient, finalize things first, and then I'm ready to fucking move on. Don't get me wrong. 40 is like the new 30, and I feel young, man. I feel spunky again. I got a smile on my face every fucking day, which wasn't that way for the last couple of years. I'm still a happy guy. Great things in my life. I've traveled the country, man. I've gotten around, got a lot more great stories where they came from. But a lot of them came from that last relationship, and I don't want to put that down in any way either. So
sure. You move on, buddy. Life is short, correct?
Like
this guy. He's already on his 10th beer. I love this guy.
One, but I'm ready for another shot.
So Josh is a dichotomy, Brad, because Brad and I grew up in Los Angeles. I've never met a guy who's a New York Yankee fan and a Dallas Cowboy fan. I've never seen that.
Oh, wow.
So
about it, it's been a problem my whole life. I got him tattooed on my leg. This ain't no fair weather shit. I'd love to tell you the story. It's because of this fucking guy right here.
Oh boy.
When I was 12 years old, he was a rookie of the year, won fucking MVP and the World Series.
Yeah.
And so how can I attest to that dude? Never was in trouble. He's class act. Great, consistent. I mean, he only missed maybe a season's worth of games his whole career, 20 years. I'm about consistency.
Yeah, for our audience listening, that's Derek Jeter, everyone. A great
if they don't know who that is, they shouldn't be watching a sports podcast, okay? Let's just keep that real.
Did you see, Brad? Did you see on the internet they had the diamond? And every single base and plate was all the great women that he's dated: Jessica Biel, Mika Kelly.
Oh my goodness! Yes.
And he did it right, Josh. He's like you. He dated every single starlet, and then they said, fuck that. I'm done with these. I'm gonna settle down and marry a girl from Iowa or something like that. Have a couple of kids and live the life. Never got anyone pregnant.
Even cooler. Good story. She didn't even know who he was until they got introduced.
Didn't know who he was. Yeah.
Yep. I love that. Yeah.
And he waited until he retired to marry, which was cool.
Yeah. He also has great parents. That's where it starts. His parents are great people.
And that's right. You're absolutely correct.
He's so humble, like Fish.
I'm humble. Hey, real quick, I want to get some strip stories, but you know what? Strip club stories. But Brad, today's a big day. You're a huge sports fan, Josh, myself. Today's the Major League Baseball All-Star game, and I think it's the only All-Star game. Number 99, buddy. All rise.
Here comes the judge.
So I want to ask you guys this, because when we grew up, and even Josh got tested this, the All-Star games meant something. The NBA and NHL right now are into international stuff. The NFL is flag football and a tug of war. At least Major League Baseball is a game. But does it bother you, Josh, being the aficionado of baseball that you are, that the home run derby gets better ratings than any baseball game the entire year?
You know what, Chris? I'm glad you brought that up too, because it does, and I'm glad it does. But how much better would it be if you got Aaron Judge, Shohei Ohtani, Bryce Harper, Kyle Farr, these people that are just dropping bombs every day? If we had the best home run hitters in baseball, it would be twice as many viewership. And Major League Baseball can't force this on these people because the 1 year Judge did it. After that, he went on a major slump. So that's why he doesn't participate no more. And there's reasons behind it, but I wish they got all the best superstars. The guy last night killed it from the Mariners. I love the fact his dad was pitching to him. His brother was catching it. What a storybook season he's having so far.
Cal
So I'm glad. Baseball is in a good state. We're in a good state as baseball, and I'm obviously a big baseball dude. But
Brad's only 38. Brad's 38. You're 40. But when I was a kid, the All-Star game in baseball meant a lot because there was no interleague play, so it's the only time a Pete Rose could go up against a Frank Robinson or Willie May. Only time unless they played in the World Series. So it meant a lot for those guys to play each other. Now the All-Star games are all a joke, and like I said, I don't know what the ratings are going to be like tonight, but I'm watching. I got a little video I want you to watch for the great because Brad and I love Pete Rose. Okay.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, he's going to get screwed and get in the Hall of Fame. But check out this video Brad, check out this video that Fish and Snacks found of Pete Rose and his time with the great Joe DiMaggio.
I understand you also had the dubious honor of showering Joe DiMaggio.
Oh, yeah, I gave him a shower one night. What happened is we're out in the middle of the jungle, and it's so damn hot you can't sleep, and all you can hear is boom, 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 boom. And you're up on the hill, there's a valley, another hill, and you can see every fourth bullet out of the helicopters is a tracer. We're watching this war go on. And Joe wants to take a shower. I said, Joe, we're not downtown Saigon. He said, I don't give a damn. I'm Joe DiMaggio. We got to take a shower. I'm going to take a shower. And the only way you could take a shower is they had this big bamboo thing. And there's a string here. And someone's got to get on a chair and feed the water and pull the string, and the water comes through. And I was the guy that did that for Joe DiMaggio. So I saw everything Marilyn saw.
And you told all your friends about it?
I told every one of my friends. I said the best way to describe Joe DiMaggio is a penis with a man hanging from it.
I love it. Oh, wait. By the way, hey, Josh, did you see the Pete Rose 4-part documentary on HBO Max?
I didn't yet, man. I've been trying to catch up on that.
My brother, Greg, and his best friend JJ, they produced that. Unbelievable. I watched it twice. It's so good. Pete Rose, how the guys who did The Last Dance, they produced it. You know how they took Pete Rose over this direction and then brought him right back, and they kind of tricked him into admitting stuff. But Pete Rose is a legend. He should have been in the Hall of Fame day one.
It's the baseball's biggest mistake is not having him in the Hall of Fame.
Oh,
it really is. The other guy's questionable. The steroid era is a whole nother conversation. The fact that he's not in the Major League Baseball Hall of Fame is a shame. And it's probably going to happen now that he's passed. You know what I mean? But I think they'll do the right thing in the long run. They'll do the right thing.
They got to do it.
They will.
Have to do it. And they're going to do it. They're going to do it. But God, he has great story. Pete Rose, he partied. He was a fucking stud, man. And, he told the story. He told the truth, fully transparent. We all got skeletons in our closet. And Josh, that kind of leads us to my next question. Do you have any great stripper stories or club stories at Sapphire? Give me one. I'll give you one too.
Bro. Okay, so I told you when I hurt my knee and was driving girls home, that little period of my life was the best time of my life. That's when I experienced a lot because I'm sitting in these cars with these girls for 20, 30 minutes at a time, and conversations were limitless. And not just conversations. Sometimes I would throw two of them in my car at a time, and I did. And these two girls met in the car at the first time. I'm driving. One's in the front seat, one's in the back seat, okay? And they are complete opposites. One is a thick blonde girl with a big ass, and the other one is a girl with black hair, tattoos, and wears like the fishnets. They just fucking hit it off like a motherfucker, right? They just start being friends. There's 400 girls at the club at that time, so they don't know each other. Not everybody knows everybody. So they just start chopping it up, talking it up. I'm taking both of them home. They smell, I got a little ganja in the car, okay? So I roll it up for him.
No, Josh, no. Ganja, no. You never.
Never.
But so one of them is only staying at the Paris Hotel. It takes me only 10 minutes to get there. By the time I get to the Valet, they're like, no, go to the parking garage. You got to drop us off in the garage. So now I'm like, okay, we get to go to shade. The sun's up. It's like 7:30 in the morning, maybe even 8. Go up to the parking garage. By the time I get to like the 3rd floor of the parking garage, they're fucking making out. They're fucking going at each other, bro. And then didn't even know each other until they got in my car 5 minutes ago. And when I'm saying complete opposites, I mean, you got a California girl with clean, natural, no tattoos, and then a fucking goth chick almost covered. Tattoos on her neck, black fingernails. Sexy as fuck if you like it. But the next thing you know, I mean, the one from the back is all the way up in the front, and my fingers are disappearing. My hands being double swallowed in the parking lot of the Paris Hotel. And this is a story I told anybody, guys. I'm getting some demons off my back. I hope no one watches this shit. But no, I'm just kidding. That's one of my better ones, and it didn't end right there either. But
wow,
there's more where that came from. That's for sure.
You know who we're looking at, Fish. We're looking at the modern day Chuck Woolery from the Love Connection. Look at you, bringing the love in the car on the way home to the Paris.
Drunk women, strip club. It was a young gentleman, alcohol, whatever, you know what I mean? And it happened way more than, I would say more than once, but it happened way more than 20 times.
Get it on. Oh, by the way, can I smell your
Some of the girls are getting the car and like, I have no money to pay for the ride. Can I just take care of the ride?
Oh boy.
Nothing else needs to be said. Gentlemen, let's go. Cheers. It happened.
Are you a nice guy or a bad boy?
No, I was a nice guy. Nice guys finish last, but the drunk strippers liked it. I'll tell you what. I'm not a scumbag, dude. I've never done. I don't go to jail. Never put my hand on a female. Like I said, when I have my time to do my time, I did. There was a short window when I got to be a scumbag, but at the same time, I'm a nice dude, bro. I'll be honest with you. The persona comes. Like I said, the last name goes a long way. We have a reputation, but it's not for being a fucking scumbag or a bad human being. That's a fact. That's
the most important, Nice guys finish first. No. I was always at the
I never believe that. Sometimes I swung and missed it life, and I thought I was because I was the nice guy. But then, I mean, everything happens for a reason. It's worked out for me. That's for sure.
I'm going to tell you one story that comes to mind. So I protected the girls like their big brother, and this one girl, she said to me, my boyfriend's coming in. Well, my ex-boyfriend, if he comes in here, kick him out, Johnny Cocktails. That's the name I went by, Johnny Cocktails.
Dig that name.
Yeah, you like that? Cocktails? You like that? But I have a very small, Josh, between me, you, and Fish, I have a very small pee-pee. Okay.
I wish I knew how to feel that way. Sorry, bud.
So the show starts, and there he is, sitting there drinking a beer. So I walk up to him and I go, hey, buddy, get up. Time for you to go. So he gets in my face. He goes, I'm not going anywhere, fat boy. Fat boy? The security surrounded me. I go, did you hear it? He called me fat boy. Hey, Barry, do me a favor. Call 911. So, by the way, he's really 5'3", but with the cowboy boots and tattoos, he's 5'7". You know, one of those guys?
Chick's height, cool.
Yeah, wonderful guy. So, so basically, I got in his face and I said, listen, you effing mother, I'm going to tell you, you have one shot at me and then I'm going to fucking kill you. So he backs out and then he leaves. Of course, the pussy that he is. And then the next night, this is the problem, Josh. Next night, he drives up in this girl's brand new Mercedes convertible. She gets out for work. He drives off to another strip club. And I go, Sherry, what did I do last night for you? Oh, yeah. Well, he came over and he apologized and we had makeup sex. I go, what? I never got involved with boyfriends or husbands or any of that bullshit. And also, we never allowed them in the club. He snuck in. What's wrong with these fucking girls? Why do they go out with these fucking losers? They're pathetic.
Sometimes they do like the bad guys. That's why sometimes the nice guys do finish last, bro.
Yeah. I'd rather be a nice guy like Fish and myself and you. You were bad when you had to be, if you know what I mean, Josh. Hello.
I'm a sinner. I'm born in Las Vegas. I have some sins. Don't get me wrong, but I'm a great dad, great friend, good human being. I will. That's not a fucking lie. But have I experienced some things when I'm put in situations? Doesn't make me a bad human being.
No, everybody makes mistakes. You say I'm sorry and you move on, right? You move on.
Cheers.
Hey, Josh, look at Fish for a second. See
I'm
these,
staring at him. He's
you see
watching.
these concocted glasses? This guy,
He's not
a
feeling it.
handsome guy. These glasses are like it's like Coke bottles. He keeps pushing them into his fucking head. What? I mean, it's called lens crafters.
Yeah, or what?
Glasses, right, Josh?
Let me tell you what Fish is not. Fish doesn't have a small peepee or live with his parents. We're trying to sell Brad to a woman on this thing, and he goes on to our 50,000, who knows how many listeners we have, and our 6 viewers, and admits that he's got something. What was the guy? The guy that was 5'3" that you threw out in the cowboy boots 5'7"?
Yeah.
He's bigger than you are. That's why he's getting back in that woman's car. You got to sell yourself more. I look good with my glasses. Look at Josh's dying right there. Look, Brad. Let me finish. Josh looks like Vanilla Ice, right?
Yeah.
I look like a better looking version of Ben Stiller. You know what you look like?
Fred Flintstone.
The guy working behind the deli counter selling pickles. That's what you are, buddy. That's it.
Pickles. I've never been to a deli and some guy selling pickles. Yeah. I've never been to a deli before.
My best friend in the whole world looks like Peter Griffin from Family Guy, and he works at the strip club and gets fucking pussy, bro. I'm not even kidding.
There we go.
He literally looks like Peter Griffin. His belly hangs over his dick. He got the glasses, the little ring around mustache, and he still is the fucking man. And hey, funny guys go a long way, bro. Don't sell yourself short, like Rich was saying, man. Don't do that.
I was at Sapphire last night. I got busy after the show, if you know what I mean. Yeah, baby.
Got busy, huh?
Well, my parents picked us up, and then we went back to the Paris hotel.
Good story.
Is that a deal breaker? If I live with my parents?
We're trying to get pussy snacks.
Hey, Brad, are you the guy? Are you the guy, Brad, like the John Clayton commercials from ESPN that sits in his bedroom in the basement and screams, "Mom, more Hot Pockets"? You know, are you that guy?
I'm worse. I'm in the basement eating an In-N-Out burger. That's my problem. Pornhub.
I'm mad.
30 seconds from
tonight. You know,
do you like porn, Josh?
I mean, there was a time in my life where I needed it because that's, yes, I'm not gonna, yes, I do. But there was also a time in my life where I was going through where I needed it because things at home were happening. You know what I'm saying? Now I don't find myself needing to watch it as much because action is taking care of business. You know what I'm saying? I got people that doing things to see, bro.
You know, Fish and I both spoke about this. It's very hard. Like at the Tropicana, I dated the waitresses, not the wrestlers. You can't shit where you eat, right? Or no? Yeah, you can't.
Oh,
you don't go out yeah, I mean, Fish.
It's like bringing sand to the beach. It's not a good idea, and a lot of the people tried not to do that. But it's also hard when you're in the sex industry.
Yeah.
It's nothing but beautiful people, money, and alcohol. So there's going to be some relationships that start and gain, and not all of them are like serious or forever. But I mean, you probably shouldn't shit where you eat, I'll be honest, but it happens. It happens. Tempting. There's a lot of temptation in the industry.
Yeah. I have a great story about one of my customers. This is, an old friend of mine. So he's going to a strip club called Fantasy Island, and I told him, remember, when you walk in, you're Tom Cruise, you're Brad Pitt, you're Matthew McConaughey. And this guy was like a fat guy like me. And so he goes to this club and this girl gets her hooks in him, 5,000, 10,000. Oh, you're this nicest guy. Oh, we're going to date. We're going to fuck, all this stuff. And then, of course, she tells him at the end, oh my God, my car, I have to bring him into the shop. No car. Oh, my baby doesn't have diapers. No diapers. No baby. 10,000, 20,000. And then she says, I just got back with my old boyfriend because he tapped out, right? You won't believe what this clown did. Ready for this? She was from Utah, Mormon, finds her mother and tells the mother that her daughter's a stripper hooker in Hollywood.
That's a good fucking story. That's a good
That
fucking story.
Is that pathetic? And there's a lot of stories like that. I'm like,
I don't know if I could tattletale because I feel like you're kind of squealing right there. But at the same time, he's a trick. That's what we call a trick. He got tricked into spending $20,000. Thought he was really in love with somebody that didn't give a fuck about anything but his pockets, and that happens every night. Every fucking night at my work. I'm sorry. Guys get into thinking that they're really gonna get some shit, and they're called tricks because they spend that much money. It's $5,000 an hour up in VIP at my work. You got to buy the bottle, and the girl got to get paid. The club gets paid. You got to buy if you got to buy a bottle if you want to spend an hour and be in a private suite. So,
Fish, I'm gonna open my bar mitzvah account. 5,000. Wow, that's fun. Will the girl
probably get it? But it ain't much fucking cheaper, that's for sure, dude. Because the guaranteed minimum you have to spend at least $1,700 on the bottle, and then the girl makes her own price, and then you got to tip the host. The club has a fee, dude. It's fucking crazy.
You only get this on Graveyard. I've been working almost 6 years at Chuck's Tavern, wonderful Chuck's Tavern in North Durango.
We love it.
I had a guy. I'll never forget this. I had a guy come in, and he looked exactly like, Steve Urkel. The Urkel character that was, and he goes, Fish, you wouldn't believe this, man. I was just a spearmint rhino. I know that's your competition. And he goes, I met this girl named Starlet, and she gave me her phone number. I said, try calling her right now. Yeah. It went to voicemail. And I go, how much did you spend? And he goes, I spent about $3,200, but she was hugging me, and I go, you idiot. I didn't call him an idiot. I go, oh my God, how stupid are people?
Sex sells, right, Josh?
Born and raised. There ain't a fucking chance a girl's getting that much money out of me ever. But I don't understand. Some of these guys, they come around from the world. They come from all over the world. They save up for Vegas. They live their fantasy. But I can't. I mean, even though I'm not rich, but I got the money, I would never spend that much on a girl for 1 hour, dude. Come on. Unless there's like chicks that are making my dreams come true, that ain't happening.
You spend money. Listen, you spend money on dates, wives, all that stuff. What's great about strip clubs and hookers, you pay them to leave. Correct?
You got to pay to leave.
Way, yeah. In a weird way, you get, listen, it's a fantasy. You go in, have a great time, right? You're a gentleman. They take care of you. You take care of them. You move on. Then you come back. But everybody thinks, oh, my God, I'm dating this girl at Sapphire. Oh, she really she met my parents. I go, how did she meet your parents? Oh, I brought them into the club. Wait, what? What are you talking about? Unbelievable. There's stories are endless. Yeah.
The situations get crazy, man. It's wild.
We used to get a lot of them in before COVID. We used to get a lot of them into Chuck's Tavern at night. And they're the greatest. They don't want to be bothered. They want to eat. They've had guys groping them for 8 hours. They want to eat. They tip. They're great. My favorite story about a stripper happened about 6 months ago. Josh knows the guy. I want to be indiscreet. I don't want to say his name, Paul. He's a Dallas Cowboy fan, and he's in there with his buddy, the bald guy, and his kid. Shaniqua walks in, drop dead gorgeous.
Know who you're talking about.
She makes Beyonce look like Rosie O'Donnell. And she comes in, and she goes, Fish, what's their story? And I said, where are you going, Josh? You know the story? And he goes, so check it out, Brad. So she goes, Fish, what's their story? And I said, well, the two guys are married, but the kid, I just met the kid. He's the other guy. He's a kid's son. She sneaks up to him. She says, hey, baby, what are you playing? He goes, I'm playing Keno. I'm playing 4-card Keno. She goes, you want to party? And he goes, yeah. And we're all watching this. She goes, how much money you got? He goes in his pocket. He pulls out some look. He goes, $39. And she goes, hell no. Walks out. $39. I mean, it's amazing how many people don't know the game.
Do it anyways. That was his way to get rid of her. He knew that wasn't going to work.
No, he could have used her. But anyways,
do you have her number for me?
Brad texts me every night I work. You're in there, Josh. You come into famous Chuck's Tavern. Brad texts me every night. Now, how you doing? Is it busy? Stay healthy. Health is your wealth. Or are there any hookers or strippers in there?
I'm worried about
not
the
every girl.
girls.
You can find somebody that's not a hoe written or a snatch. You know what I mean? We can get you some pussy, bro.
Oh my god.
He can.
What's a
I'm
hoe?
a good wingman, bro.
Is that a ho-ho?
I got
Like a dildo?
wingman too. My brother's a good wingman too. He's fucking solid. He's married though, but whatever.
Oh, I love that. Do that thing with your hand again. He's married. What is that? Yeah, there it is.
I was just whispering because I didn't want everybody to hear, but I know everybody hears.
No. It's all right. Your brother's cool, man. If he's your brother, he's cool. Do I get to see you
right over here? He's over here playing Tiger Woods golf on the game. He's my younger, older, smaller brother is what I call him.
Okay, all right. Can I come into Sapphire?
You got that last name again. It goes hard.
Can I
The
come
last
into
name
Sapphire?
does.
Can I come into Sapphire when I come to you give me the VIP treatment? Oh god. Who the fuck is that? Oh my god.
Hey, this isn't a Raider tailgate party.
Who is that? Who's that? The taco guy? He sells tacos up at your house?
He heard me talking shit, so he wanted to jump in, and he's like, I don't know. He just came in with the fucking sombrero on.
Where you at? Allegiant Stadium, hanging out with the Raider fans?
Oh my god!
What you say, Bato?
Did you just get out of jail?
Look
at that guy! Oh my god!
I know. I can't tell you what I call him. No, he didn't just get out of jail.
That's great.
Does your brother? Does he get some tail? Does your brother get tail?
Is he what?
Does he get tail?
Look married.
Your brother.
Hair out, Jeremy. Show him the long fucking hair. He's got a long beard, long hair. He looks like a. We'll say I was gonna use another term, but okay, the Undertaker. Yeah, we'll say that. Look at the long ass flow. Got the hockey flow. Goddamn. Jeff Hardy brothers.
Who's the guy from Foo Fighters? He looks like the guy. He looks like the Foo Fighter guy.
Put that away. Steve Grohl. Steve Grohl.
You
guys look like a Midwest wrestling tag team.
Yeah, who's that guy with no teeth?
Hart brothers. Owen and Brett. Brett had the long ass hair, and Owen was a little bit fatter. That's it.
That's your bro. Oh, that's funny.
So, hey, Josh, if you can, Josh, you hung out. If you could talk about it, serious, talk about hanging out with Michael Vick. And he's a
Keith Page does a little bit, like, I can't say everything, but the dude is a legit human being, dude. But on top of that, a fucking athlete, dude. When we went golfing, I saw the dude pick up a club for the first time, and I know he's an NFL quarterback, but when he picked up the club and swung it, I mean, it was just like natural grace. I had never seen anybody just look so naturally gifted at swinging a golf club, let alone I know he's a quarterback, but he's clearly an athlete. He plays scratch golf. Nice dude, you know what I mean? He doesn't like to talk about himself. He's pretty humble for the most part. I mean, for all the part, we've heard the bad things. Everybody hears the bad shit, right?
Right.
But dude, family guy too, still married. You know, he takes care of organizations and he feeds out to charities and makes things right. But he came in town a couple weeks ago. My brother and my best friend are also friends with him, and signed a bunch of jerseys, did a bunch of things. I can't really get into that part too much, but he's a good dude, bro. And I hate that he got a bad rap for a lot of years. He was on the cover of Madden. He I don't know if he's not in the Hall of Fame, but he definitely it's going to be in the conversation. You know, he's a good dude all around. But good story. We were tied going into 8 on the front 9 playing at Valley High. Since we're going to bring it up, tied. We were playing we were playing tips. So we were 1 up from the tips, I think. Anyways, it's a par 3, and I fucking was about 20 yards short of even getting to the green, dude. And he's on the green, and we're playing 9 by 9, and I ended up birding, chipping out from like 70, 80 feet away to beat him on that hole. And he was fucking pissed because I ended up beating him on the front 9. Throughout the whole 18, I still lost by 5 or 6 because I was so gloated and happy that I beat him in the first 9 holes, dude. Yeah. But he's better than me. I ain't gonna fucking lie. You know what I mean? I got a little lucky here and there. That birdie was probably one of my top 2-3 shots I ever made in my life. But to do it in front of him and with him, get a couple high fives, drink some beers, he's a good dude. Got nothing bad to say.
That's a perfect example. He did a terrible thing with the dogs. Horrible thing with those dogs.
And
but you know what?
He just got inducted into the college Football Hall of Fame this year. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
Oh no, you did.
He's in the College Football Hall of Fame, and he's going to be a head coach in Norfolk now.
No,
All Black.
No, but he's made amends. He went to jail, and now he helps dogs. He rescues dogs. He does all the good stuff, but he did a horrible thing. He deserved to go to jail. I love dogs. Fish, you like dogs? We love dogs.
Yeah, of course. That's the theme. We have Ashley was great last week, and we all love our animals. I want to segue into something. Football training camps start today. All right. I'm going to do my Super Bowl preview right now, the two teams on July 15th. I'm going to let you, I know where Josh is going. I'm going to say the Buffalo Bills. And Brad, talk about that great bar in LA you went to watch it. I like the Buffalo Bills. And I hate to say it, man, until someone could beat the Eagles. Sorry, Josh. I got the Eagles and Bills in the Super Bowl as of today. Josh, you go, Brad.
Yeah.
You go, Josh. So you're going to call Eagles back-to-back Super Bowl appearances? That's going to be tough. Last year I had the Bills. But this year, I mean, it's kind of unpredictable. It's pretty early. We haven't watched any OTAs. I know the drafts are good. I'll tell you, there's some teams that got better. There's some teams that got worse, and I'm not thinking my team's going to be there. Everybody wants to root for theirs because the Eagles are good, man. They dominated us the last couple of years. I fucking hate it. I'm sitting right next to an Eagles flag over here because my brother's married to a fucking Eagles fan, but we'll leave that aside. The NFC is just getting a little bit better, and the AFC, man, I mean, the Chiefs it's hard to count them out. The Bills are in there the last 4 or 5 years. But, I mean, nobody's leaving the Chiefs. They're only getting better. They're adding people to their receiving core, and I can just deny the dude makes magic happen when he's behind the center, right? Let's just be honest. So I feel like the AFC is pretty much locked down.
But you know what? I was at the Buzz. 9 a.m. to get my table, and it was Buffalo Bills, Kansas City Chiefs. Everybody was a Buffalo fan. Everybody loves the underdog. And I thought our boy was going to take him to the promised land, Josh Allen. But, it didn't happen. And one of my buddies, my fraternity, he's from Buffalo. They just don't win. Jim Kelly. I mean, Scotty Norwood missing that field goal. I mean, it's crazy, but I think their time is coming. Josh got married to a beautiful woman. And I think Buffalo and the Eagles are just, I mean, God, what a great Super Bowl.
It's not a bad conversation, but let's forget there's 32 teams in the NFL. Okay, there's the other teams that got better during the offseason. We have to remember that. If we're going off of the way last season ended, I feel like those are two great predictions. And I had the Bills last year myself. I just hate the Eagles, but it's a good conversation.
Look out for the Raiders. Look out. Correct us. No Fish.
I love the Raiders. I love them. I think they're going to be way improved. But I'll tell you the best thing about the Raiders is Mr. 1800 Tequila and Bud Light over there is hosting. Brad, we're bringing you out. Josh is hosting a huge tailgate party at Allegiant Stadium for Dallas. And if I can get you out, we'll just go to the tailgate party.
And then go across the street and watch a game. You not even go to the game, dude. I throw the diehard fucking tailgate.
Great tailgate, Brad.
All the memorabilia, the chains, the fucking fireworks, dude, the banners, the shit. Our tailgate.
Girls. Some girls from Sapphire come?
Did you forget who you're talking to real quick?
Great idea, Brad.
Hugh Hefner Jr. Hugh
Hefner Jr.
What's up, Hef Jr.? Oh my gosh.
Love it.
Buddy, I got to get to that party. Wow.
It's going to be a good one. I'm not going to lie. At least stop by for a second.
Latte.
Yeah. By the way, Josh, have you ever seen one of my buddies? He's the funniest guy in Vegas, funniest guy on the strip, Scott Thompson, a.k.a. Carrot Top. Have you ever seen his show?
It was many years ago before he got jacked out of his mind on the roads.
Yeah, but let me ask you a question. Is he the funniest motherfucker? God, I love him. And he's so
I don't even know where his brain goes sometimes. I don't know how he even thinks of or says some of the shit so off the wall. And it's the way he presents it and looks, obviously. So, comedy top notch. Vegas legend, not from here, but he's been on the strip for over a decade. He's
so nice. He sent so many people to his show. I've seen it 10 times. So I had a big birthday last November, and this is funny. I have a video. I'll send it to you. So he goes around after, he comes off stage and he shakes people's hands and give them Crown Royal, all this stuff. So basically, during COVID, he was kissing people with a plexiglass thing where he put between you and. So COVID was, still around, but it was not around. And I go, "Where's my kiss, you mother?" In front of everybody, he kissed me right on the lips. It was
without the plexi. Without
What?
the plexi.
Who?
Plexiglass.
Yes. No plexiglass. There was
Look
no
at
more.
you.
No. And I slipped him the tongue. Is that good? My parents are proud. But yeah.
That's why I get the strippers too.
I love you, Scott. He's the best.
Brad, what did that do for you, Brad, when you slipped in the tongue? Did you get a little aroused? He's a good dude, man. Good looking dude.
I got, Junior downstairs. He kind of woke up for a second and he go, "Wow, what was that?"
I got a quick story about Carrot Top. We had him on a podcast, Josh. But I'm in a restaurant in downtown Summerlin 2 years ago, before I even met him, and he's there sitting at the bar, and I watched him. He was gracious to of course, every idiot walks up to him and talks to him, asks for an autograph, and he's there talking to a couple of friends, signed the autograph, took pictures, and they said that's the kind of guy. That's the kind of guy. Brad knows him personally, but wow, was he funny?
No, he loves his fans.
That's nice. That's good. I've never been a gawker at all the people I've came across, all the cars I've parked. I've never asked for an autograph. It's photo memory, man. It's actually more sentimental to just actually do it and tell people about it and enjoy it. Not once have I pulled out a Sharpie and been like, "Hey, Rod, can you please sign my fucking Yankees hat?" Because I met him. You know what I mean? He's a legend.
Josh, what's the most expensive car you've ever valeted at Sapphire's?
It was
the most expensive car. What was the tip by the person?
Okay. It was, dude, I mean, the person's name. He's a lawyer here in town. I'll just say that. One of the high ends. You see his name on the billboards here in Las Vegas. Is a $2.3 million Bugatti. White on white on white on white on white. People might know it by this. It was originally purchased by rapper Post Malone. And then this gentleman had bought it off of him. But it's the Bugatti Chiron, all white, everything from the seats, the carpet, to the steering wheel, to the stick shift, to the seat belt. Everything was fucking white. I had to put something down in order to even just get into that motherfucker. And I was blessed. I felt like it was I felt weird, man. It was cool. I mean, I parked a lot of fucking cars, a lot of good cars, but that one, I felt like it was heavy, man. I was just sitting on a cloud. Everything was white. It was fucking crazy.
Hey, word on the street.
Wow. 3.2 million for the Bugatti Chiron.
Have you ever been in an accident in the parking lot with
somebody's
car?
Thank you for bringing that up too. Another reason why I still have my job at the same location in the same place. I have a lot of grace there because I've been there for so long and accident free. Knock on wood. I've never lost a key. I've never door dinged somebody, and I've never fucking the car, knock on fucking wood again. And that's why I get the grace I do. I'm not saying I can come and go as I please, but I'm not monitored. I don't have a supervisor that's always watching me because I've been taking care of business for so long. They got to worry about inside the club. I got the shit outside. That's my job, and I've been doing it for so long. I get that respect. I park millions of dollars worth of cars a night, and I don't have somebody hovering over me, dude, because I have never scratched a car, never lost a key, and I have never given a car to the wrong person. Like, those are important parts of being a valet, right? Don't scratch it. Don't key. Don't give it to the wrong fucking person.
Right. And you lock them up and you watch them all night until they come out.
Everybody I park is within 40 feet of me. Yeah, I got like a 100 spot lot. But as far as my customers, if I got customers, they're like in my first 10 spots, because I don't get more than like that.
Yeah.
They're always right next to my booth, bro, where I'm keeping a very good eye on them. And I park them all pretty and nice and angled. So it looks like when people are pulling up, it looks like a luxurious spot. Like, I make them all angled and like it looks cool, bro. Like, my job is aesthetic. I do a good job at it. And that's the reason why I still got it.
So no names, but the guy who had the Bugatti, how much did he tip you?
200, because he also had that car.
Gives you the greatest
and he had 2 other cars with him, like friends.
Yeah.
He didn't have anybody in the passenger seat. He don't let nobody sit in the passenger seat. But he had 2 other vehicles. So for 3 vehicles, $200 in and out in an hour. Let's go.
That's great, man. Good for you.
My best tip ever, if we're gonna bring it out, I'll just throw it out. $500 one time. It was 12 cars for $500. One of the most famous small boxers also lived in Las Vegas. Don't have to mention no names. I'm sure Fish knows who I'm talking about. Heavyweight, one of the GOT's goats, 50-0. 51.
Wow. Oh, yeah.
I don't have to mention names. I'm not going to do that.
Money Mayweather.
I said it. So 500 for 12 cars one time. That was my best one single.
That's fantastic. I heard a rumor, Fish, on the streets of love that Charlie Sheen came by Sapphire and he wanted a picture with Josh.
That's a lie.
Oh, okay. Come on.
Fuck though.
Okay. How about
Charlie Sheen is a legend, okay? If you would have said someone else, I'm like, that guy has me beat.
John Holmes. John Holmes, he invited you to one of his sets.
I showed up to that one.
Oh, you showed up that one?
I was there for that one.
Do you ever get invited to parties like, hey, Josh, you're cool. I'm having a little something at the house up in the
hill. Yeah, Sapphire they host all kinds of different events. They have a showroom, like side room. Once or twice a year, they have convention, like medical marijuana conventions. And they host parties in like their separate showroom. They host swinger parties, groups, you know what I mean? And it's separate from the actual strip club. It's for people that are only into that kind of lifestyle. Lifestyle parties is what I guess I should call them. And so, yeah, I mean, dude, the guys aren't the one inviting me, but like people are very open and have gotten an invitation. Also, at the time when I got the invitation, I couldn't go respectfully. And they're all partying when I'm working. You know, I don't get off till the sun's coming up usually or something like that. So I've been on good times on a Friday and Saturday night, but I've been invited.
But by the way, word on the street is one of my good buddies, John Orlando. Fish knows him. Tony Orlando's son is really smart business guy, funny, has great podcasts. Is a podcast studio called Double Down. He knows the owner of Sapphire.
Double Down at the bar here in Las Vegas, and they have a nice little setup. They do. It's a dive bar. You know,
I've been there.
I know. If you're a Vegas local, you've been to fucking Double Down, bro.
Double Down. Yep.
Is there one owner of Sapphire? One owner, or are there a group of guys?
No, it's a group. It's a group ownership, and there was more of a group ownership. Okay, and then right after COVID had happened, a couple of them got pushed out the way. So there's been some ownership changes, but it's still a group. But there's a primary, and then there's a couple little partners. The other partners did get pushed out. A lot of the management and things have changed around there a little bit lately, but it's still going strong. They're on 25, 26 years. It's the old Las Vegas Sports House. And if people know, it's where Mike Tyson used to work out. It was a basketball gym where Larry Johnson and all the boys in the early 90s, UNLV, they would work out there every once in a while too.
Grandmama. I love it.
Grandmama. Here you go. So yeah, it was a very popular venue before it became even Sapphire too. But yeah, they call it the largest strip club, but I don't know if it is anymore.
I heard there's one silent partner that no one knows about of Sapphire. His name is Eric Fish Snyder.
If he was a silent partner, he's rich.
Oh, he's loaded, this guy.
Loaded.
He doesn't use his money on clothes or glasses. But he's a good guy.
We could get a better prescription, but we got to stop talking about him like that, okay?
Oh, no, I'll never stop.
I'm used to it, buddy. Hey, Josh.
Yo.
Josh, we really appreciate you coming on today, man. You are a breath of energy. I mean, you are just lighting up the room in this thing. And thank you for doing half a bottle of tequila and 3 Bud Lights. We appreciate it. Yeah.
Do me a favor. Tell your brother he's a funny mother effer. Okay.
Yeah.
Your brother is a funny mother effer. Yeah, you showed up as Pete Rose with the sombrero and a cholo. Like, all right, you're done, dude.
Love it. Hey,
ladies
give
and
it up for
gentlemen,
Josh Wheeler.
For Josh Wheeler, everybody. See you at Sapphire.
You guys appreciate doing your podcast. It was super fun. I hope I didn't offend nobody, guys. Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
Hey, Josh, I got one last thing. He's really into the Pete Rose thing. Let him give you a shower the way he did Joe DiMaggio.
His wife is a big Reds fan growing up, so she's a Pete Rose. We got Pete Rose memorabilia in the house. Big Pete Rose thing.
We got one last thing for you, Josh. Hey, roll that tape of manscaping, please.
Oh, here we go.
Come on. Do it for Josh.
Does more than just shave. You can even shave your balls and butt hair without worry. No cuts, no nicks. It's impossible to hurt yourself with this trimmer. If you're a guy who likes a smooth body, even in the most sensitive areas, buying it anywhere else is a waste of money. The same product is 50% off in TikTok's official store. If I were you, I wouldn't wait. Click the orange button now.
Josh, do you manscape downstairs?
You did invest.
Thank you, Josh. Thanks for coming on, buddy.
Thank you guys so much.
Brother. We'll see you soon in Vegas. Sapphire. Wow.
God,
Oh,
wow.
was he
Energy.
great?
Brad,
Yeah.
if you were in a $3.2 million car, wouldn't
Oh.
you want a personal chef in the car and a toilet? I mean, what's the most expensive car you've ever been in?
Ford Escape. That's the car I have now. I'm not a car guy. I just want to get, my dad taught me, just get from point A to point B. I don't care. You know, if anybody has a hot car, like LA, you know, people are running around, you know, Porsches are speeding and cutting people off. This one woman cut me off today. She had a Porsche SUV. And I started screaming at her, and she gave me one of these. What does this mean? Does that mean this or that? I don't know. But Fish, what a number 4. God, strong.
Yeah. Before we go on, we got a few minutes. I want to talk about you and what's going on with you and a couple of things. I want to dedicate this whole show to a Mom Saloon alumni that knows you. He was actually at the Johnny Cocktail filming in April of 1992. Robbie Cohen has John High. Everyone that's worked at Mom Saloon, he's there. He was one of the main cook chefs there. He has congestive heart failure, and he's going through a lot in New York right now. And he goes, Fish, can you give me a shout out on your show? I'm going to watch it when you drop it. And I love Brad. I love Snacks. When he fell through the roof on Curb Your Enthusiasm,
What a guy.
that probably started my first heart problem that I had. So we don't usually do this, but we dedicate the show today to Robbie Cohen, Mom Saloon alumni, where I worked for 12 years. Hope Brad and I can bring you some laughter, Rob.
Robbie, get well, because I want to give you a big hug and hang out with you. And I'm going to give you a lap dance when you get out. Okay?
Yeah, don't. Me. He's got a bad heart.
I know. Well, maybe it'll be good when he sees me in a Speedo. A tutu. I want to shout out to somebody else. One of my buddies from junior high and high school lost his daughter. Molly's Challenge. Molly, it's been a couple of years. Molly took her own life. She was bullied to no end, and she took her own life. And basically Molly's Challenge is you say 6 things nice to people all day. Molly was the sweetest girl. She took her life at 13. I mean, she was the best. She kind-hearted. And the whole thing today with bullying, I mean, what it usually ended at when they were making fun of me in high school, it ended. Now with the cell phones and the texting, it's just terrible. So my heart goes out to Molly. I love you. I know you're in heaven doing great things. And to Andrew and Stacy and his son Maddie, and he just had a new girl named Megan. Isn't that great? So
that's fantastic.
Honoring Molly. And, it's a great story. Yeah. They asked Molly, if you ever had a sister, what would you name her? And she goes, Megan. And she went to heaven, and he had a number 4, buddy.
Great. It's so much fun. And by the way, let's do a little shout out. Fat fish. God damn it. You know what? We did so many episodes of that it's in your brain. But that led us to Fish and Snacks. And the first 4 episodes of Fish and Snacks is as best as any 4 episodes we ever did together before or any other podcast. And we can be seen on Facebook Live, YouTube, DBTV, Roku, all of our listening outlets on podbeat.com. We're going to show you clips on TikTok and Instagram and LinkedIn and X and Spotify and Amazon. We're going to be everywhere. Now, when we leave here today, people said, what is that? Brad has a company called Johnny Cocktails Entertainment. And the great thing is his love of his grandma. When you hear that cackle at the end, that's his grandmother, Nanny Klein, who shaped this guy to the kind of person that he is, along with his great parents and friends like Fish. But so I will just give you a little shout out on that. We don't have a normal. You're going to hear Johnny. You're going to see a logo and you're going to hear a cackle. That's Brad's great grandmother. Brad, get us out of here.
Hey, number 4 is in the books, everybody. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. The next couple of guests are out incredible. We got some people lined up, and people are calling us to be on the show, which is really humbling. Fish, that's Eric Fish Schneider. I'm Brad, Mr. Snacks Grunberg. We'll see you next time on Fish and Snacks.